Hey everyone. Today I want to talk a little bit about something that I'm going to do next week, and a few of you will already be wondering probably why I'm wearing glasses. So in case you didn't know, I actually have really, really bad eyes. I'm usually wearing contact lenses. I've been wearing contact lenses for years now, and only occasionally wear glasses. In fact, actually, my old glasses were broken, I think like 2 years ago, and from that point on, I was only wearing contact lenses and nothing else. I have minus 4.2 on both of my eyes, so which is pretty bad, and usually means that I'm not going outside without wearing contact lenses or glasses, because that would be a pretty bad idea and probably result in me getting hit by a bus. Because we don't want that, I stick with contact lenses. I did that for a long time, but I was always kind of fascinated a little bit about getting laser eye surgery. I already thought about that back in Europe, back when I was still in Germany, and in Korea. Surgeries in general are usually high quality at a very low price. That's one of the main reasons why plastic surgery is so massive in Korea. In case you didn't know that, a lot of the Chinese, for example, come over to Korea to get plastic surgery, being a boob job like just a new nose or whatever, and then go back to China, because Korea has a reputation of being like really good in that field, very well advanced, and it's also very, very cheap. And the same is also true for the laser eye surgery that they have. There are several kinds, and I was kind of looking into that a little bit and thought about getting it. A few of my friends already got it in the past few months, and now I finally had the time and also like the leisure to say like, okay, you know what, I'm going to go to one of those clinics and I'm going to try to find out if I really want to do that or not. So I got a few recommendations for a couple of clinics all around the Gangnam area. I was like, okay, well, if we're going to do that, we're going to do it Gangnam style. No, jokes aside, like Gangnam and Apgujeong are like the areas where most of the clinics are. And I went to one of those clinics, just about a week ago, a couple of days. And it was if you want to check that out, by the way, the website is hellolasik.com, and it's the Dream Eye Center. That's the name that they have. And one of the main reasons why I wanted to go there was because they actually have English staff. In Korea, speaking English is not really such a big deal. So not a lot of people here actually speak a decent English. And if you get surgery at your eyes, that's something where I really wanted to talk to the people, preferably without someone to translate, so that I can ask my questions directly and I get a straight answer without having to go through a translator. That was kind of important to me. And a lot of the clinics that you have here, they focus a bit more on the Koreans and the Chinese customers. But this clinic was one that was recommended by a few friends, and I decided to go there. They had English staff, so I made an appointment. And that's also the reason why I'm wearing the glasses right now. For the eye examination and then for the surgery as well, you have to wear glasses for a couple of days just to make sure that your eyes are getting completely prepared for that. And I didn't have any glasses anymore, as I already told you earlier. So the only thing that I could do was go to an optometrist and just simply buy glasses. So these are the cheapest glasses that I could get. They are absolutely ridiculous, and they only have to last for 7 days. That's their only job. That's all that they have to do. And after 7 days, I will get the surgery, and then I will just crush those glasses if everything goes well. So, as I already mentioned, I went to the clinic at the I think it was Friday last week. I'm not quite sure about that, but like a couple of days ago. And I was actually like very pleasantly surprised. I had no real expectations. I just wanted to give it a go. And I have to say that the Dream Eye Center kind of blew me away a little bit. It was really massively clean. I had like the best eye examination I ever had in my entire life. I went through like, I think it was like 8 or 10 different machines and stations where they looked everything up, like the pressure of my eyeballs, the shape of my eyeballs, the size of my eyeballs, how bad my eyesight actually was, and 100 different other things that I didn't even understand. But it was actually really nice and a lot better than I assumed when I went there. So I felt in very good hands. Some of the staff spoke English, especially Susan, who was kind of the girl that was like leading me through all of this, through most of the procedures as well. And she was also the one who then sat down with me and explained to me like a little bit more in detail what exactly they would recommend for me. And apparently there are like 2 main surgeries that you can get for your eyes. It's one's Lasik and then Lasek. So very similar names. It's just like one different letter, but there's a bit of a difference. Lasik is a little bit more like PRK. So if you actually look up online about eye surgery, you will find out pretty fast that there are like 3 big surgeries that you can get, or like the most common ones are PRK, Lasek, and Lasik. And apparently Lasek and PRK are very much the same thing. The problem with both of them is that after the surgery, for the first few days, usually it's up to 3 days, you're in quite a lot of pain when your eyes start to recover. And to recover your complete eyesight, it takes like 3 to 4 weeks. After that, you can still experience some dryness if everything goes well, and that goes up to like half a year. So it's a little bit more painful than Lasik, which most people get these days apparently. Lasik is something where they, from the cornea at your eye, they just cut a flap off and they put the flap to the side. And what happens then is that with a laser, they kind of reshape the cornea, which is also what happens during Lasik. But the important part is that in Lasik surgery, they put the flap back after that and it heals itself. So the Lasik surgery is one where the recovery time is much faster. So apparently already the next day you have like 20/20 vision. If everything goes well, you have like nearly no pain and no nothing. But there are of course also a couple of downsides where like long term people said they had problems with dry eyes, or they experienced that a little bit more than with Lasik surgery. Also for people who are very active, who do a lot of sports and also contact sports, it is usually recommended to get Lasik apparently. And so that's the surgery that I'm getting. Don't be confused by all of that. If you ever experience anything like this, or you actually look into it or go to one of those clinics, they will explain everything to you. But that was all laid out for me. And I kind of wanted to get the Lasik surgery, and that's exactly what I'm doing next week, which is the reason why I'm wearing the glasses right now, because I'm already preparing for it. I have to wear the glasses for 7 days, and I'll get the Lasik surgery. So I will probably be a really grumpy asshole for like 3 days, because I will be in a lot of pain with my eyes. And friends already came over and were like, hey, listen, if you need someone to take care of you, we can just stay at your apartment. That's completely fine, and we can help you. And I'm like, guys, actually, girls, believe me, I don't want anyone near me. I will be such a douchebag for like 3 days, and anyone who is near me will just feel the wrath of my bad mood. So I would just want to be alone. Already started to get a couple of audiobooks and other things that I can do while I'm just laying in my bed and trying to sleep as much as possible and to recover as fast as I can from the pain. But that's kind of what's going to happen next week. So I'm a little bit... I'm pretty excited to be quite honest, because contact lenses are pretty comfortable, but at the same time it's always a bit of a bitch in the morning when you can't see anything. Every single time when you go out or when you go somewhere, you need to think about, okay, am I going to sleep at home tonight, or is there a chance that I'm going to sleep at a friend's place? Is there a chance that I need my contact lens equipment and have to take that with me? Because there's nothing worse than waking up in the morning and you forgot to take your contact lenses out the night before. If you slept with your contact lenses on, usually that results in a lot of pain in your eyes, so that's not really what you want to do. I had soft lenses, by the way, just in case that you're interested and you have, for example, hard contact lenses. So that's something where really I want to get rid of that. And I have a lot of people that talk to me in the past on Facebook and also on Twitter and were mentioning that they never regretted getting the surgery at all. So that's what I'm kind of doing right now. Also, one of the main reasons why I want to do it in Korea is not only that the quality of the surgery is supposed to be very high, but it's also that the price is very low. I mentioned it in the beginning, but just to give you a little bit of a comparison of how low the prices here actually are. To talk a little bit in dollars, like in Korea right now for the surgery that I'm getting, I have to pay $1,500, which might sound a lot, but if you actually ever looked into laser eye surgery, then you will realize that that is like nothing. If I get the same surgery in Europe, I have to pay at least $3,500 up to like $4,500. And in the US, as far as I know, it's very much the same. So Korea is basically like, the price is 1/3 of what you would have to pay in the Western world, which is crazy. And then you look at the just the recommendations that you get here in Korea when you are asking people what kind of clinic they can recommend to you, and you look at like just everything that like how many surgeries they do a year. It's really a standard process for them by now. There's of course always a risk involved. That's something that you have to be well aware of. But I personally feel that for myself, it's worth the risk right now. And I'm a little bit, I don't want to say frightened, but of course I'm a little bit anxious thinking about the surgery. It's my eyes after all, and it's always a little bit weird if you think about that something is going to be cut out from your eyes, at least at the front of the cornea, to make sure that you have like a better vision later on. But I feel it's something that's going to be worth it, and I really feel that I'm in very, very good hands here. And I'm definitely going to tell you guys how it went after the surgery is over. I got a lot of feedback on Twitter in the recent days when I talked about it. I talked about it on live stream as well, and people have been very curious about it, which is one of the reasons why I'm recording this video here. And I will definitely also do a video about the clinic itself to show you a little bit around and show you how exactly one of these clinics in Korea looks like, and also give you a bit of an impression of what exactly is happening here. I actually talked already to Susan, the girl who's kind of in charge of me as a foreign patient there, and she agreed to do a short interview, so she will be able to answer a couple of questions, like standard questions, what people usually ask when they want to have the surgery. But yeah, if you ever want to look into it, then check out hellolasik.com. They have a lot of information on the website, and that is going to be a lot better explained than what I could do here. So check them out. The clinic itself is called Dream Eye Center, and I will definitely make sure that I give you a quick video tour before I get my surgery, and I will also, of course, talk a little bit about how the surgery went and how the first days and then, of course, the results actually were after the surgery happened, which is going to be next week. So you can expect that video to come up pretty soon, and I'll probably release like 3 or 4 videos in total about the eye surgery. For me, obviously, it's a really big deal right now. I'm very excited about it. I hope that everything goes well. And I just want to keep you guys in a loop so that maybe some of you who were thinking about getting the surgeries and themselves have a bit of an idea what they have to look forward to or what they have to be careful about if they want to get it in the future. Maybe some of you are going to visit Korea at some point in time and want to have a recommendation. So I'll definitely keep you guys in the loop what's going to happen. Hope that you enjoyed that video so far. If you did, make sure that you give it a thumbs up on YouTube. And also, if you don't follow me yet on YouTube, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. And I guess I'm going to see you guys next time with the next video about the eye surgery. And probably an interview with Susan, who can tell you a little bit more in depth about what actually is going to happen when you get one of those surgeries to recover your eyesight.